Let me just try recalling. Yeah, it's not going to let me do it because I need to take that back. Alright. Oh, joy, I get to work my way all the way back there. Unless I could just drop this. Nope. Alright, well, I guess I've got to work my way all the way back to the main room. The first room, whatever you want to call it. Be right back.
Shuttle 1 has just departed from the East Gantry.
So I had to reload my save because it wouldn't let me recall back to Pegasus with that canister of sleeping gas in my inventory. And so I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss anything, so I did everything that I did up to the point of trying to recall. And in the process, guess what I discovered? Yeah, it kind of does matter what you click when you're in that sub. I'm just glad it had good music accompanying it. But anyway, and I also discovered a bug, I think, because I discovered that when I reloaded my save, despite the sleeping gas canister being quite clearly still hooked up into the intake and distributing the sleeping gas and whatnot, it still thought I had the sleeping gas canister in my inventory as well, so I had to fiddle with that and put that back and make damn sure it was out of my inventory. I'm back at Mars. I made it out. I'm back at Mars. We got the oxygen mask. Let's go. So like before, I'm going to try and get as far as possible with the stuff that I have. But I'm very much afraid I'm not going to be able to do the entire Mars colony.
Tunnel pod has just arrived in upper transport sector.
Good for it. Without going to the World Science Center or whatever it is in Australia. And having to deal with the poison dart or whatever we get hit with and making an antidote and all that shit. Which I'm not looking forward to because it's a highly complicated sequence which I don't remember how to do and it's timed and then there's this bullshit. Which, if we take what I learned from the submarine in the NORAD time sector and apply that to this, apparently it does matter what directions I hit. But it didn't seem to, because no matter what I pressed, it seemed to go on its own way. I mean, I was assuming that I was coming from the colony level and going to the reactor level. It's possible, I guess, that it could be the other way around, but that doesn't really make sense with the direction of some of these. Because, yeah, see, look at this fork here. Like, if I was coming from the reactor level, you wouldn't even be able to turn that way, just going along the track. So we have to be coming from the colony level. So I had it noted down as one left turn, then 3 rights, then 3 lefts, to avoid all these no entries. Did I miss one somewhere? Left, left, right, right, right. Oh, maybe it's 2 lefts. Okay. Well, still, I could have sworn the first thing I pressed was left, but then it went off to the right. But I guess we'll try it again. Alright. Use keypad to steer, so we know that means the arrow keys. 2 lefts, 3 rights, 2 lefts. Now I found out it helps if you hold the key rather than press it, so hold left. And we go left. Okay, cool. Now suddenly it makes a difference. I don't know. I just let you. All right, made it. And what made it even more confusing was some of those turns I didn't even have to take. The cart just did it on its own. I should probably keep that notebook out and handy, but oh well. Since when do I make sense? All right. So we've got our oxygen mask. Cool. Let me get up here. Oh.
Agent 5, a strong temporal flux has been detected. Extreme caution advised.
That'll probably be the robot setting up the explosive I mentioned earlier. We'll trigger him. By which I mean we'll go through this animation. And then I don't think we're quite ready to deal with whatever's in there just yet. So once he tosses us out of the way... Or no, we move this time. Yep, there we go. He gets out of the way.
Tunnel pod has just departed lower
Yeah, cool.
sector.
Alright, so he's out of the way. We'll come back over here.
Warning, there is a serious lack of oxygen beyond this door.
Yeah, it's fine, I got a mask. Alright. Save. And we'll actually switch biochips because here is one of the few, if not the only, areas where this mapping biochip is going to come in handy. Can we go ahead and turn this on? Oh, it's been on. Okay, cool. Do we need to pressurize it? I don't know if that actually did any good with the door open. Maybe we need to spin it first. Oh, maybe we don't. Maybe we do need to pressurize it. And now we spin it. Okay. Cool. Alright, oxygen is in full use. Alright, so... Okay. Just as the TSA historical log indicated, you have witnessed the destruction of the Mars colony. Unfortunately, you did not discover the source of the explosion in time. Actually, I think I did. It was right in front of me, apparently. And not at all where I thought it was going to be. Okay. What? So, maybe I was wrong this whole time? I could have sworn... No, I'm almost positive we come out of the maze that's down there through this room. Because if we open this door... Yeah, shut up. You can see those mine carts up there. I distinctly remember hitching a ride on those and climbing all the way up to this level and coming out through this door. So, yeah, I'm fairly positive this is the exit. So if we don't go in through the bottom area, I'm assuming it's bottom, like it's all the way below. I mean, I suppose part of it has to be, otherwise we wouldn't be climbing up those mine carts. But anyway, if this isn't where we go in, and we don't go in through the other area just yet because of the explosion, then that must mean we have to do this first, and... Do we? I mean, I guess we could try it, but... I mean... Like I said, I don't remember some of this game.
Detecting high concentrations of radioactive particles. Attempting to compensate. Success? Limited. Recommend using additional method of shielding, or using extreme haste when interacting with this environment.
Okay, so I possibly do need something. Let's back up, or turn around and walk away. Do something to close the door so I'm not getting baked by radiation while I think. Actually, let's go back to Pegasus where it's safe to think and I don't have to worry about an explosion. I've done everything I can do at NORAD. About the only thing left to do is get into the missile control room, which I can't do because of the retinal scanner. I can't travel through that maze I was trying to travel through in Mars because of the explosion, which I apparently need to deal with in the shielding room, which I need some kind of radiation shielding for. That just leaves Australia. Oh boy! What we gotta do in Australia?
Travel to the World Science Centre in New Sydney, Australia, in the year 2310. In the corrupted history, an influential scientist, Dr. Enrique Castillo, is assassinated during his speech at the Symposium on Alien Contact.
Yeah, poor him.
Throughout his impassioned arguments for the benefits of sharing culture with other races, the sentiment of the scientific community toward alien contacts swings to an isolationist attitude, drastically altering history.
Yeah, that sucks. You know how to make an antidote? Hopefully I can figure it out. Ew. Oh. I bet that's how we deal with the retinal scanner. Biosuit has been penetrated by a small projectile. Do you want to...
You have just been shot with a dart coated with an unknown toxin.
Thank you, I was reading about that.
Are beginning to fluctuate.
Anyway. Unknown substance detected bloodstream, unconscious.
Able to filter out all but 7 micrograms of the toxin. The substance is a lethal neurotoxin and must be neutralized quickly, or you will perish.
Well, by all means, stop me to tell me about it. There, pause this thing. Anyway, so I was trying to say, one of the things about this game is you eventually, in each of the 3 time periods, want to defeat each of those robots that's walking around, and you get a different biochip from each one of them. And as we saw, the one that just shot us with the biodart morphed and changed himself into looking like a human. I bet that's probably how we deal with the retinal scanner. We take that biochip that's letting him do that and use that to somehow fool said retinal scanner. All right. There's a machine here, I think.
Sinclair Laboratories Molecular Synthesizer Interface SL100C-1.
Thank you, stereotypical Australian accent. No data available from compound. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, so do we put this in here? Yes, we do.
Compound to be analyzed into the analysis chamber.
Pretty sure I just did that. There we go.
Nucleonic compound analyzer SL100A. Assessing polarity, checking for nuclear emissions, evaluating molecular structure, scanning polypeptide chains. Chemical, complex dihydrogenate-based liquid tranquilizer. Sending analysis information to molecular compositive.
Okay. Now, was that this thing over here? Yes, it was. Cool. What do you mean no data available? Oh, thank you.
Now completing download of molecular information from compound analyzer. Dihydrogenate is a relaxant commonly found in sleep and health aids.
Yes, let me spend my limited time reading this.
It is used as a base for many different forms of tranquilizers. There are antidotes known for several dihydrogenate-based tranquilizers, all of which are members of the thorazine family.
Cool.
These thorazine base molecules have been pre-programmed. These molecules are stable. Variations must be selected manually. In the event that an unstable compound is being created, you will have to begin again.
Oh, joy.
After all 3 molecules have been designed, an antidote can be synthesized.
Uh-huh.
Base molecule number
Okay.
1.
I remember they looked like letters. Did that do it?
Molecule number 1.
No, apparently not. J?
Base molecule number 1.
Or maybe they didn't.
Base molecule number 1.
I'm dead, aren't I?
Base molecule number 1.
Oh, hey, there we go. Nope.
Base molecule number 1.
That one? Nope.
Three stable thorazine-based molecules have been designed.
Cool. Meanwhile, I'm dead, probably.
Molecules. Bonding additional molecules. Synthesis complete. The synthesized compound will appear in the molecular synthesizer.
Yay. Where's that? Oh, there's a compound synthesizer. I'm guessing that's it. Give. Did I just drink it? I think I did. The music stopped anyway. All right. Hopefully I can remember all those, because if I need to come back here again, guess what? I have to do all that again. Neat. Anyway. Alright, so if we come over here... Yeah, there's this thing behind here. Which is nitrogen? Nitrogen. Which is empty. Do I... actually, yes I do. I was about to say, do I have anywhere I could fill it up? Yes I do. NORAD. What are these? Nothing I can mess with. What is that?
Dr. Sinclair, your messages have been forwarded to your office.
Okay. So we need to look for Dr. Sinclair's office. What be this?
Transferring argon from canister to reservoir. Ready to discharge argon into smart alloy chamber. Start.
Okay. I think this is giving us... Yeah. I think this is giving us a hint as to what to do with that robot that shot us. Because you saw there was a thing in there changing forms, and then we injected argon into it and it froze it. So maybe we walked right into this thing. Maybe we don't necessarily need... How do I get up? Thank you.
It is now safe to retrieve your keycard and disengage the argon canister.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, that's something about this game that I'm not really sure how I feel about that. It'll remove items from your inventory if you try and take something when it's full. Alright, so we lost the beverage glass. Oh no. But we got the argon canister. And we got the key card to Sinclair's office. Anyway, what was I trying to say? Oh, yes. I think what we need to do is basically fill that argon canister back up, obviously, which that we can do at NORAD as well. And I think we essentially use it like a grenade. We just toss it at the robot whenever we find it here. But that's for later, possibly. For now, I guess let's explore. That's weird. Okay. We don't want to hang around here in the hallway too long. Because I'm pretty sure there are people walking around. Yep, see? I probably should have saved.
All conference attendees must check in at the main reception in the auditorium complex.
And all right then.
Dr. Graylis is currently at the conference. Keycard is required for entry.
Okay, well I don't have that. Trying to remember which one is Sinclair's office.
Dr. Nakamura is currently at the
Not that one.
conference. Keycard is required for entry.
This thing here isn't a door. This is not a door, is it? No, it's not. That would be what is known in the business as a wall. Also, hi,
Level 50%.
Yeah, I don't remember my energy level falling that low. Alright, we need to
Dr. Terrio is currently
wrap up
at
our
the
business in a hurry.
conference. Keycard is required for entry.
Do we lose energy from walking into a wall? No, we don't. Okay. Oh, maybe that was probably drained from that neurotoxin.
This laboratory is open to authorized personnel only.
Didn't even tell me about a key card. Can I use Sinclair's just in case? No, it doesn't look like it.
Dr. Glenna is currently at the conference. Keycard
All
is
right.
required for entry.
I do not remember where Sinclair's office is. I should really probably not be here.
Dr. Sullivan is currently
Nope.
at the conference. Keycard is required for entry. His laboratory is open to authorized personnel only. Dr. Elliot Sinclair is currently at the
here we are.
conference. Keycard is required for entry.
Yeah, gotcha. Hopefully that door will close behind us. Yep. I'm assuming that's a snake. Why does he got a watermelon on the shelf? I don't know. Smart alloys, morphing, time bending.
I had an interesting thought today
Yeesh.
while working on the contact-sensitive smart alloys project. It's given that all elements behave in a manner that
Why,
is
he doesn't look like a mad
consistent
scientist
with
at
their
all.
atomic properties. For example, it is consistent for manganese to bond with barium cobalt in a very particular way under certain conditions. In a sense, these universal instruction sets are similar to the DNA which regulates the behavior of all cells in biological organisms. This being the case, it's conceivable that any non-organic matter can be programmed to respond at the molecular level to a set of predetermined instructions and instruction codes. So imagine a lamp, which upon command could take the form of a chair, a table, or even a work of art.
Okay, I think this is just giving us backstory for that morphing robot we saw.
That a proposal to do further research in this direction will be met with approval.
And chances are so will this one.
This month has been fraught with discoveries about the morphing process.
Well, at least he
We
fixed his
now
hair.
morph all of the elements, but only after we realized that a certain few of them are immutable. Specifically, the inert gases, like argon and krypton. Well, because of their unique electrochemical properties, they simply are immutable. Even worse, these elements actually interfere with the bonding of surrounding molecules and bring the whole process to a halt. On the plus side,
Okay, this,
we have
like that
also discovered
device we got the argon
that a
canister
proper
from,
devastator,
is probably just a
even
hint.
organic matter
Another one.
could foreseeably be altered in form.
Alright. Time bending.
This
Yeah, his hair's gone wacky again.
Without a doubt, the most important of my career, as today marks my first success in the application of time distortion theory by creating a localized neutrino acceleration matrix. I was able to bend time for just a fraction of a second. Anything entering into the distortion field slipped back in time for just a moment, creating a visual effect similar to light refraction in water in a swimming pool. It may not seem like much, but it's truly more than any physicist could hope to achieve in a lifetime. And while it may be eons before there's any practical application of this theory, everything great was achieved one small step at a time, and this is definitely the first step.
Okay. Little backstory for the time travel there. Now it's safe to shut off your system. Oh, remember that. Got a couple of weapons on the wall we can't take. AI's just going to shout at us if we try.
Welcome to the symposium on alien contact at the World Science Center in Sydney, Australia. The primary purpose
No stereotypical Australian accent from you.
and opinions.
What the hell's the matter with you? Worst brochure ever.
Thank you. Have a wonderful conference.
No Australian accent, but he looked like he was on something. Have a wonderful conference. Anyway, hey, we got messages.
Hello, Elliot. This is Dr. White again.
Hello.
I still haven't received results from those morphing tests that I needed the other day.
I'm sorry, I'll try and get right on that.
True as I am. But if you expect to get any credit in the upcoming scientific journal, I'll need to see some practical work from you very soon. Give me a call.
She sounds like she's thinking about maybe trying to do an accent every once in a while, but then just says forget it and slips back to American.
Hello, Elliot. This is Dr. Walczek. I'm calling to check up on our progress after the neurotransmitter equalizer that I prescribed. I'm afraid that the stress you are under may be a bit much even for this increased dosage, but still take only 2 a day, even if you are experiencing the anxiety attacks or rapid mood swings like we had last week. But I'm sure you'll be just fine.
I'm sure that was probably supposed to be important, but I couldn't understand a damn word she said. Okay, I don't know if I have the energy to explore further. Elliot been playing darts with Castillo here. Interesting. Let's save. Yeah, I'll go ahead and save over that. We'll save just in case. And actually, yeah, I was worried about that.
Sinclair, aren't you speaking at the conference right now?